pictures.
With the blessings of the Noble Triple Gem in mind, I wish everyone a very happy and peaceful evening. Let us begin this evening guided meditation and short Q&A session by wishing everyone happiness and peace. Today is February 6th, Monday. We are going to bless those families who lost their loved ones from the Turkey and Syria earthquake. We never forget those innocent people who became victim of the natural disaster. It is so sad that the world is talking about it, but there is no way for us to give them life back into their life. Anyhow, we can share our good thoughts with them. Wherever they go, may they be well, happy, and peaceful. May they be free from fear, suffering, anxiety, stress, and may their mind be away from all the suffering. With this wholesome thought, we bless them and the family who suffer from. May they also find the way out of suffering by cultivating compassion and kindness. With that wholesome thought, let's begin today's meditation by reciting the necessary important verses. And those who have been suffering from various issues, personal, family, and any other, may their mind be away from suffering. May they be able to relax and feel the life as it is. So that is our wish once again. Let us begin the chanting now to begin the meditation. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnādāna veramani Sikkapadang samadhiyami. Kamesu miccācara veramani. Sikkapadang samadhiyami. Musavada veramani. Sikkapadang samadhiyami. Suramera majjapama dattana veramani. Sikkapadang samadhiyami. Sabbe sankara anicchati. Yada paññāya passati. Atanimbindati dukke. Esa maggo visuddhiya. Sabbe sankara dukkati. Yada paññāya passati. Atanimbindati dukke. Esa maggo visuddhiya. Sabbe dhamma anattati. Yada paññāya passati. Atanimbindati dukke. Esa maggo visuddhiya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's begin the meditation by focusing our attention to the body as it is. See the main parts of the body for better understanding about the body. The hands, legs, the back and front, the head, shoulders, having known the body as it is, pay attention to the breath at the nostril. Seeing the breath as it is the key for mental peace. When you look at the breath, always the mind has only the breath as its priority. So there is no other thoughts in mind. When there is one thing in the mind, there is that solid peace that brings joy and pleasure to the body and mind. Even if your mind goes somewhere, take it back and place it on breath. That way the mind discipline. So long the mind discipline, there is a better peace, joy and happiness. There may be many things to consider in your life. but put everything aside and be mindful about the body and mind through breathing at this moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the body and mind together. What kind of thoughts you have in mind? Are they about this meditation or something else? Okay, friends, that's the end of the meditation. Feel so gorgeous because of the mental cultivation of one-pointedness. Keeping it as it is, we are moving forward from meditation to discussion. Okay, friends, hope you do well, and may your mind be so peaceful, joyful, happy, and relaxed. That's my wish. The blessings and the wholesome thoughts we develop here individually should be a huge force and go to those people in Turkey and Syria, and those people who suffer from losing loved ones be well, happy, and peaceful. And those who passed away without knowing anything about it should also be well. May they find peace, happiness, and joy wherever they are. So that's our wish. So the Dharma or the teaching we are going to focus today is about, elimination, is about abandoning. We all know that our mind could get into trouble when there are unwholesome thoughts, unwholesome feeling. There are many reasons for our mind to get unwholesome thoughts, unwholesome words, unwholesome feeling. They exist outside. Perhaps when somebody is talking to me about my bad things, or maybe about something I never did, so I maybe get angry, I maybe get upset because I hear them saying it. So how we have unwholesome anger over there? Because through ear we hear about it, and at the same time it is decided in the mind that he or she speak about you, speak about your badness. So the mind at the end is created this unwholesome feeling, anger, irritation, reaction to that particular sound that come through ear. So this is how the unwholesomeness always come to us, either through seeing, either through hearing, either through smelling and tasting or touching, or just thinking. These are the 6 ways of producing unwholesomeness in mind or wholesomeness. So now we know how our mind is always maintained. The Buddha's teaching offers us a way to abandon those unwholesomeness in the mind and replace good qualities. Isn't it beautiful? Because it's just like we have bad health. It's just like we have muscle pain with fever. How about if we can abandon or end this muscle pain and fever and get some joyful feeling? We really do that because we want this suffering to end and bring peace. So there are such things in the Buddha's teaching. So I'm going to offer you those things and then you can practice them in day-to-day life. When you have cruel thought, what you should think about it, this cruelty is dangerous and I should abandon it. Perhaps you see the cruel thoughts from somebody, and when you see cruelty outside, you quickly think about that I won't be cruel like that. I do practice the total opposite of cruelty. Then, while living beings are killed by somebody in the world, I never kill a living beings at all and practice compassion. So you see the wrongdoing outside with somebody always, and you then, having seen, having heard, determine not to do that, but to be totally opposite of it. So when you hear somebody stab and shoot, or when you hear somebody, steal someone's property, so all the time you think it's really negative. You don't create anger on anything like that, but you yourself say, even if there are chances of doing these things for me, I don't do them because they are negative. They are not bringing anything else but the demerits that could cause me unhappy, suffering, anxiety. So that is what the Buddha said here. When you say killing living beings, you think, I never do this. Others will take what is not given. We shall abstain from taking what is not given. So when you hear about robbery, theft, and all kinds of unlawful things into that category, you're practicing, I never do this, I practice generosity. The total opposite of stealing is generosity. Likewise, there are other things. Others will be uncelibate, we shall be celibate here. So it's particularly for monks and nuns. Uncelibate means people associate men and women for their happiness. But when you come to monastic life, especially in Theravada Buddhism, you are abandoned of having any relationship like that. So when you see as a monk that people engage in such activities, you as a monk might think, how about if I have this? Because your mind may not be in samadhi or concentration at all. What you then think about there is that while others have this kind of relationship, I'm not going to have it at all because it is not a part of my life. So when you come to certain things like that, you always think about something. Like you see politicians tell lie. You see your loved ones tell lie. You see people do that kind of verbal moral principle violation, and you always reflect that I don't do this. I don't speak truth. So likewise, there are so many unwholesomeness Buddha pointed out, and they are all about in our mind. Then we are kindly requested to produce the positive quality in us, right? So instead of worrying about our past, perhaps we have done something wrong for us, for everybody. Perhaps we use bad words for people, depending on the irritation we had at that moment. They are all past experiences. Only the memory is talking about it. we have a kind of faculty in us called memory, and there you have every happening. Unfortunately, the capacity of remembering every happening is gone from our mind. That is because of the lack of practice about memory. The full enlightened beings always remember everything because they have an ability to trash every bit of incident in the past by way of concentration, so that they could remember those past experiences. But average people who have up and down in the spiritual training might forget, and they never can recall them, right? So with regard to our past, they are only a memory. So what we need to do now is to remember that we have positive side always. I know that I was doing nothing with regard to moral principles, wisdom in the past, but now I understand that I should do something, so that this is what I do. So that's how you encourage yourself. A very good, very interesting thing happened recently. One young lady who married to another young person for 3 years ago, she called me and she wanted to, donate. Then I asked, why do you do this? Because I feel that it should be. I didn't do anything for the last several years, and I feel missing some good activities like that. I feel that giving some food to somebody and giving some money to somebody for their medicinal stuff, clothes and things like that, brings me joy. And if you say so, I would give you some tips of generosity. And I explained that, yes, indeed, giving something belong to you to somebody for happiness within is a great human qualities. Not only at that moment you become happy, it brings you joy in the future as well, because you see how these people respect you and provide you blessings when you give. You see how happy they are, especially those people who receive food and medicine when they don't have. So it clears your mind. So likewise, we always feel negativities. If we live with negative thoughts all the time, we fed up with this life. We always feel to make things better. We always need this idea that we should do something great. So happiness is required for everyone. Even animals look for a peaceful state of their lives. They kill each other just because they want to be safe. They kill other animals just because they want to be safe and sustained. So what I say is that every one of us need peaceful path of living, and our life should be based on happy things, and that's what we are looking for. So in order for us to do that, we need a method. The method is that cleansing our mind from impure thoughts quite often. So long your mind are in peace, there is no trouble. But if your mind is not directed by wholesome ideas, it might go to the bad destination, like greedy mind, hateful mind, anxiety, frustration, anger, irritation. They are the things govern your mind. So it is our responsibility, friends, to guard our mind, to protect our mind, to keep it clean. I think we wash our clothes either by hand or through a washer and dryer. So reuse is being done after having this process. Why do we do that? Because the clothes are dirty by dust or sweating or any other things. So after washing the clothes, they are ready to use again. We like it. We like to wear very beautiful, colorful clothes, uniforms. So that's how we, present ourselves to the society. Likewise, friends, we need to take care of our mind. I think the most powerful and very important thing in this world to take care of our mind. So how do we take care of our mind? By giving necessary conditions for the mind. If you see something like anger, irritation, frustration, greed are in mind, just quickly understand that this is not good. If this anger, attachment, craving exist in mind further, here this particular unwholesome angry thoughts might invite its friends, because when you have anger, you have cruelty. You need to fight. You need to look them others down. With anger, you might harm others. You make friends, enemies, because your anger might give you bad thoughts out. When anger is in mind, no good thoughts could be delivered. Action would be very unfriendly. So that as long as you understand the anger in mind, as soon as you get it, just remove it. It's just like you go home and you see a cockroach in your kitchen. I'm sorry of telling this because a lot of people don't like it, but this is only an example. Let's say that there is a mouse in the kitchen countertop. When you go home, you see. Do you like to sleep with those animals in your bedroom, in your room, in your house? I don't think so, because they might go on your body at night, and they might, destroy your curtains and food and other things. So what you need to do is to remove, because until you remove that animal, you are not peaceful. Whenever you confirm yourself that the animal is away from the house, you can sleep. The wise people always consider those unwholesome states as those dangerous animals. As soon as you see them, you need to remove them. In the case of animal, don't kill them, because they are animal. They do not know where to live, where to go. They are naturally existing in the society, and when they find a house like this with warm heating in this cold weather, they might come because they also want to survive. But don't kill them. Just throw them away from the house to a safer place. But with regard to unwholesome thought, you have to kill them, right? So suppose you temporarily take these negative thoughts out from your mind, so they might come back. So if you can kill your negative thoughts, which means you wipe them out from your mind and no any chance for those unwholesomes to arise in your mind. For that, you have to open up your mind to wisdom. Wisdom is the ability in mind to keep your mind clean and clear always. Right? So then with wisdom, weapon of wisdom, you kill those unwholesome state, and there is no iota or any signs of unwholesomeness after that. So the Buddha provided us a very clear ground here that we can do it, and unless we understand our mind, there is no way for us doing it. First, we have to understand our mind. I think this meditation today and any meditation you continuously practice should be for this purpose. Understanding your mind, seeing your mind, being able to control your mind, and putting good things in your mind. And when there is bad thing, the mind itself make an alarm and say to you that, okay, there is something unwholesomeness going on. This is wrong. Try to take it out. Keep your mind clean and bright and pure always. So one unwholesome state might like a small virus, small dirty thing. It could grow, it could spread. So that even with minor things should be regarded as big things so that you take measures. So friends, in the spiritual practice, we should always take care of our body, most importantly the mind, by understanding it, and try to live with compassion, kindness, and try to live with concentration, mindfulness, wisdom always. There you will have the knowledge that this life is so important. It becomes important when only I cultivate my mind. So there are a lot of Buddhist teaching offer us in this regard, but it's not a time to share everything. But simply, I just wanted to tell you that we need to clean our mind always, just like we wash clothes, just like we wash our hands. So keep your mind clean, then everything would be really, really nice. As I said, outside of us, in the society, in people, in living beings, there are many, many things that not fix for us. Don't try to make all the outside things suitable and fix for us because they are not in our control. But if we can keep our mind clean and provide wholesome perception in us always, we will be seeing everything outside as wholesome too. If not, we'll be away from any contact with anything like that. So the total responsibility of peace and happiness is ours and yours and nobody else, so that we will be doing it, and the teachings are provided in Buddhism to do that, and even in common law and other religion into a certain extent. But here we emphasize the fact that the Buddha offers us so many beautiful teaching to practice on daily basis. So that's what I wanted to share. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I try my best to answer that. Okay, how was the meditation? Was it good? Yeah, good. You all know how to meditate, so it's a kind of good. It's just like you go to an exercise class, right? You jump, you stretch your legs and hands. So at the end, you feel that warm body and relaxed body. Likewise, if you do focus the breath, the body, there is that results, right? Yeah, it's good to know, and we'll try our best to meet over and over and meditate. So I wish you blessings, and in this cold winter, may you have good health, may you have peace and happiness at all, and try to hang on to noble qualities, and that way may we all be well, happy, and peaceful. With that in mind, we are going to recite the closing rituals, the Buddha's words on loving kindness. It takes only 2-3 minutes. So keep your mind on compassion and kindness when you read this, and try to end the session with that. This is what should be done by one who's skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, Contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud or demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety. May all living beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, free from hatred and ill will. Whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness, one should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding. Why not hold into fixed views the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May these merits and good thoughts should be with those people who became a victim of the disastrous earthquake in Egypt and Syria. May the families be well and may the entire world be peaceful, happy, and relaxed. Thank you for coming. You have a very pleasant night.